Hi everybody, it's Belinda from Belinda's Book Nook, and we are here today for a Friday Reads. I brought my bait here, some pumpkin cookies to make sure that I don't stay here and yammer on too long. We'll see how that works. So I want to update you on my reading. That's what I'm supposed to be doing today. I have kind of where I was before. I finished and loved James Baldwin, The Fire Next Time. I finished and loved More Perfect Union. That was great for the read along with Read Soul, hashtag Read Soul Lit. And then I finally started and got into a little bit now of the Cicely Tyson. I thought I was going to be moving through this faster than I am. I'm not sure why I'm not moving as fast as I thought. It's not that it's bad or anything. I'm just at page 66, so I still have a ways to go. I thought that I was going to be done with this. My plan was to be finished with this week, and then I was going to get to this one, the Angel of Greenwood, and kind of like, I think this one is going to go fast. So I can get this probably done in a quicker amount of time. So I'm not totally concerned yet, but I do need to pick up my pace on this. I think what I did is what I normally do. My kids are on their vacation from school, and I kind of just underestimate the amount of time that I want to spend with, that I end up spending with them and doing things with them or for them. And so it kind of takes away from also, this. So I definitely know there's been instances where I get ready to pick this up and then they're like, oh, you want to do, and I'm like, okay, yeah. So I do want to get back onto this and get a little bit faster. Hopefully this weekend I'll get some progress on that one. Let's see. And then I had a secret read, but it's not going fast either. So that secret read might not even be completed by the end of this month. I don't know. And then I had Cast, which I confessed last week that is not going to happen. I'm going to get to it. When? I just don't think it's going to happen in this next week. So we'll see. I don't want to rush it when I do read it. So I'm feeling like it's probably not a good idea unless I know that I'm just going to say, okay, just like I did with Frederick Douglass, this may take me a little time to get through. I don't know, but there is that. The other thing, I've been falling behind also in my book journal, which I need to update that and get that on track. But the other thing I wanted to share with you guys, which is still related to books, because I don't want to completely go off of books, I like podcasts. I listen to podcasts and just really enjoy the information I can get from podcasts and entertainment from them. So they're just like audiobooks. I'll listen to them while I'm cleaning or cooking and really enjoy them. I just found a new one. I'll put the link down below in case anybody's interested in it. Whatever the podcast channel thing is for, here I go, for the iPhone. They were promoting Black podcasts, and this gentleman's was on there, and I was so intrigued, and I've listened to 2 so far, and A, I'm really motivated when I listen to it, and B, I have now been adding more books to my TBR, which I don't know if that's good, because, there's only one of me, and there's so many books, right? But the name of it is called How to Citizen with Baratunde. It is so good. So he basically defines citizen as a verb. He uses it as a verb throughout the whole show. And he brings on a different guest each episode. And they talk about different aspects of being a citizen. And it has nothing to do with papers or naturalization. It's your civic engagement. And I think that, I'm just so inspired each time I listen to them. And the last one that I just listened to, what was the guy's name? I can't think of his name right now, but he's written several books, and, he just talked about how, right now our muscle to be consumers is like overused, right? And the pandemic has only made it that much worse. Like we're all buying and buying and shopping, but our our civic engagement is weak, and it's a muscle that can be exercised. And he was talking about, just picking something and joining it. And even if you've only joined it for a few months, you get the experience of being actively engaged with community. And you can always figure out later on what might be your specific area that you want to focus on. And so I wrote down his books. The first one, I forgot who the lady was on there. I wrote down her books, but really good if you get a chance to listen to it. Again, it's called How to Citizen with Baratunde. I'm enjoying it. And I actually took, what I also love, remember like I said, in the end of books, I like books that have, if they give me, if it's a nonfiction book and they give me a dilemma or problem, then my hope is that at the end, they give me some things that I can do to help be a part of the solution, right? And books that don't do that, I'm always like, well, gee, that's just leaving me feeling down because I don't feel like I'm I'm able to do anything. So what I'm liking about his podcast is that at the end of each episode, he gives you action items to do. And sometimes, like the very first one, I actually put, this is my journal I write in at night. And it is, it's 5 questions. Yeah. So it's 5 questions. And I wrote the 5 questions down and answered them in my journal. And I love when there's, things that you can do after, especially being moved by information. And so I like that. And then the other thing that I was going to share that's totally different from that is I've changed. I write in my journal nightly. I've been a little bit out. I've missed a few days here and there. But I saw on, I think it was a YouTube channel, and they were talking about journaling. And instead of recapping what I did for the day, which I do often in my journal, is talk about a topic and give it a title. I'll give you an example of one that I did, and I'm not going to read what I wrote in the journal, but the title was Saying Yes to Fears. And I wrote down, the thing, how I talked about that in it. And it's really kind of changing my journaling. I'm kind of liking this. It's kind of feeling cool. It's almost like, I like doing the prompts, when we do journal mood. But I think that this is also cool too, because I think about something that, and I kind of, bring it to the overview, and I write the topic of it, and then I write, my feelings on it, and I end up writing a lot more. So that's been something I've been doing lately. And I forgot to give you guys the weather today. It started snowing yesterday. It's still snowing today, but right now it is very slow and tiny flakes. It's supposed to go through the night. I don't think we're going to get that much, nothing that I couldn't shovel. So, hey, I'll be all right with that, because they were saying a lot of stuff about a lot of snow, and I was getting a little upset about that. And in my coloring book, I did bring the one I had showed you guys the other day. I started to color the one that's in the cover. I kind of copied the colors a little bit. Oh no. Ooh, I should have marked it before I got on here, right? So that it wouldn't take up all your time. This one, so far, I have to figure out what colors to do this thing here. I don't know. That's the other thing. You got to come up with colors. But yeah, I started it. So, and I'm glad to hear some of you do color. I mean, it's not just for kids. It's very relaxing. And there's always something you can find that's your topic. If you're into plants, if you're into dinosaurs, if you're into dragons. I have a really fantastic one with dragons in it. You just flowers. I like flowers. There's lots of categories. So that's always fun. But other than that, I'm doing good. I'm just going to try to plow through and get through whatever it is that's slowing me down in the Miss Tyson's book, because it's very interesting. And then try to get to at least the last book, that other book, and then my surprise book is not. What's the surprise? Well, I'll try, but I don't think I realistically don't think I'll be able to finish it. That's just me, because I'm a little bit slow. But anyways, what are you guys reading this weekend? What are you doing? and I will see you next week. Wash your hands and wear your mask. I can't wait till I don't have to say that. And then probably I'll still say it because out of habit for a long time. So wash your hands, wear your mask and social distance, and I'll see you next week. Bye.